Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about the places where you can create your own custom blend. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Justine Mays, Jeff Andreezy, and Matt Modica.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, so we're going to be talking about the custom blend places and what do we think of those. Has any of the group ever, we didn't talk about this beforehand, so I actually don't know, has any of the group ever done this? And you know, we'll get outside of Miss Becca Sue. Obviously, she'll be like, well, I blend all the time. I've got 2 blends and you can, not that. I'm not talking about that. That's different. So this is a place there where you go and create a 1-bottle custom blend. And we'll talk about that after the break. For right now, though, Becca said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, Becca?
Yes, so I'm down in Key West right now, and it was a beautiful day, but I was like, I better stop drinking because I'm going to be podcasting with Steve tonight.
Okay.
And
Smart call.
I just want
Personal growth too, because you didn't used to stop.
I just want to know if you guys are on vacation, will you podcast from your hotel room or wherever you're staying at to podcast with Steve while on vacation? Because I have done this.
I have thoughts on this.
A lot.
Becca, I have thoughts on this. Do you want me to go at the end after everybody else?
Go at the end. Let's see.
Because I do have thoughts.
Who else would join in on the podcast?
Okay. All right.
I would do it. I would do it if I had. As long as it fits with the schedule and everything, and it's not going to.
I think you've done it before, haven't you? You've been on vacation, haven't you? I thought you were podcasting.
Well, definitely down the lake. Yeah. So I've done it while we're at the lake and stuff like that. Which I don't know, you could call that a vacation, but
that'd be akin to what Becca's doing because it's not like she's in Key West.
It's not your normal.
Right. She's not in a hotel. Yeah. She's at her house down there. So
yeah, totally. No, I would do it. I think
it's refreshing. That's refreshing.
Different.
I always weigh what am I doing. Steve's, invited me a few times, and I've had to say, hey, I'm off doing this and can't. But I do think about, does it fit in? Like you said, Matt, does it fit in with what we've got planned? So I haven't been able to. I wouldn't say no. I just want to, make sure it fits in, and
right.
It's worth considering. I mean, these are fun, and it's not a chore by any stretch. It's more of a hoot to get to see everybody. So you hate to miss those opportunities too.
And I don't know if I'd I don't know. It's because Becca, didn't you do it from like an airport or something before too, and you're traveling and everything?
An airport. I've done it in Arizona. I've done it from South Carolina at
the Arizona one almost doesn't count.
Yeah, because I canceled my own flight there, so that was.
Yeah, I mean, you were supposed to be back. I set that up with you being back, which you were supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then
I did, and I podcasted.
Right. That's almost like you should.
I even went and bought a bottle. I'm not complaining about it. I'm saying I did do it.
Okay.
I did it from the what's that big, the big like well-known It's like a huge mansion down in like North Carolina or South Carolina. The
The
Biltmore.
Biltmore? The Biltmore,
Yep, I
yeah.
did it from the Biltmore. I've done it from from Las Vegas before.
Yeah.
I've done it all over the place. I've really
Katie
gone
just
down.
did it from a hot tub last weekend.
He
Yeah,
did do it from a hot
definite,
It was
tub.
a
Yeah.
week ago. She was in a
definite
hot
hot
tub.
So
tub.
we know her opinion on
Yeah,
this.
yeah, we know where she falls. What about Justine? What do we think here?
I mean, seeing as how most of my vacations, I'm either at your house, at the shop, or in Kentucky
At my
with
house.
you at some event or at
Right.
Becca's house. I don't really, I mean, I would if I were somewhere other than with you.
Right.
But I mean, I've podcasted when I've been like dog sitting before, not
That's
in my
true.
house. And
That's true.
I
That's
take
true.
little travel bottles with me because I don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
lug the big bottles. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I would.
I would say this, and here's where I'm going to weigh in, and this doesn't change with what anybody said here. I would say if you're on vacation, don't do this. I mean, in reality, you should enjoy your vacation. You shouldn't. I don't know. The comment Becca made, I had to throttle down my drinking. I don't want anybody to do that. I want you to enjoy your vacation. So
Which, just to be fair, apparently this is Henry and Royce's day to relax and not do anything.
Okay.
So really, they weren't. They were like, "Well, we usually relax this day." I'm like, "Oh, sorry,
we
I'm here
relax
third.
this day.
I'm third wheeling it here
They
today."
have a schedule.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's a
apparently, I was like,
relaxation day.
yeah, I was like, well, there's really no reason to not do
Right.
it if they're just like sitting on the couch watching TV on this beautiful day outside. But
But also, to my defense here, but I did ask Becca to be on, but that was when she was in Kentucky, and I didn't know she had plans to be here. And then she did tell me. I didn't know she was going to be here, but I didn't think about the show, to be honest with you, when that happened. Actually, as you were coming on, right, moments before you came on, I was talking to Justine and saying, hey, I'm going to need you to fill in as the host tonight because, Becca, the policy has been when she's in Key West, she doesn't podcast. So I wasn't anticipating you being there. As soon as I said that, boom, you popped in.
Popped right up.
Yeah, I did say that. I was.
I looked at what the shows were about, and I was like, I gotta just get on. And then also, like I said, they're literally just like sitting on the couch watching Sopranos.
Oh, yeah, me too these days.
So I mean,
Back into it. Yeah.
I'm not missing out on some sort of Key West fun currently.
Right.
So in Key West, when they're relaxing, what are they taking a break from?
Relaxing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Those are the best vacation
This
days.
is just our day to like sit on the couch. I'm like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
all right, guys.
This is the
Like,
thing.
Can I just say that I really, really, really want that picture behind you? It's
Yeah.
so cute.
Yep, that's a Key West artist down here. That is Norman, I think his name is.
Norman. All right.
I think that's what his name is. Or it's not. Maybe it's not Norman. It's I'll tell you what his name is. It's just this ostrich. It's like looking at you. Which is funny.
We're right into
But
the
his
camera.
name- Yeah, let's see here. I've got Rupert. His name's Rupert.
Rupert the ostrich.
Yep.
Are you sure it's not an emu?
He's an ostrich. It says right here. Rupert the ostrich.
Ah, all right.
Yep. It says, what's up with the bird? Rupert is a metaphor about the human condition, reminding us that life is too important to be taken seriously and to be yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
And so that's
nice.
a thing.
I watched a Key West documentary. I sent it to Royce. I don't know. He probably didn't have any interest in it, but it's about the artists of Key West and how they get these. Basically, they've been there forever, so they have these like communes almost where they all have like a room and stuff like that. But that's it, and they still are pumping out art and working and challenging themselves to creativity wise and stuff. It was actually pretty cool, and it's good to know that community is still alive and well there because they talked about the threat of what's happening down there. So many rich people are moving in and buying up all the property and stuff like that. You're getting less and less of people like that doing those sort of things. So it's cool that there's still that community down there. And I want to hang out with the artists too.
We've gotten some cool art in the house. This one Michelle got. We've got a rooster out in the living room.
Yeah, that's cool.
We've got a few different kind of cool Key West pieces in the house, which is and all like pretty much all from like local artists.
Okay.
So
There's a place there by Pepe's Restaurant. I don't know if you've been in there. The old guy that runs it, he's got to be in his 80s. He retired from painting years ago, but he sells like prints of other artists and things like that down there. But he has on the wall quite a few of his paintings left, and they're not expensive. They're like $300. You should check that place out.
Those are the originals, Steve?
Originals. He has just a handful of originals, not a lot. Maybe 15 or something like that. So I asked him about one. I was tempted to get it, but I was like, I don't really have a place for it. But yeah, so he's got some of the originals there. So yeah.
I mean, one of the most fun things you can do in Key West is get drunk and go look at the art.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. He said the funny thing, if you go in there, he'll tell you the whole story. He says, I'm like a one-hit wonder. He had one that really took off and got a lot of licensing and stuff like that. And he says he's continued to make a living really off of that one piece, which is cool. But then he has these other ones that he painted too that never had that sort of success. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. Pretty cool stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? We're going to start out with our own Miss Becca Sue in her Key West sweatshirt in case we forget where she's at.
Wore that just for you, Steve. I've got a bottle of our Old Jet Brothers finished in the Barbados rum barrels. We've been out of this one for a while. It is very good.
Okay. Solid. We'll see how that goes. Justine, you're next.
I have...
Fresh crack, it sounds.
No, it's not. It was just still stuck on and it was bothering me. I have Becca's first blend.
Okay. That's going to take the lead. Jeff, you're next.
I've got Boxing Bear. This is the apple fritter.
Okay. Now we have another leader. All right, Matt, can you continue the trend? Each person
I don't know. I'm going to go with Nobleton's and Cherry Bomb.
Okay, Cherry Bomb. Wow, that was really good. I think so. Okay, Matt did it. Against all odds, he did it. I don't think I'm going to beat any of that. I think I'm going to get last place is what I think. I've got the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. I'm not going to switch it up. That's what I planned to pop. That's what I'm going to pop. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Hey! I don't know. That was actually pretty good and clean.
It sounded really similar to Matt's.
It was a little, on my end, it was cleaner.
I think it was cleaner. I think, So I think I got it. That's the weird, we've never had that happen before.
Yeah, just up and up and up.
Right. So cheers, gang.
You finally picked the order correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's wild. And they were all good. It wasn't like, okay, well, the first ones were almost terrible. Everyone had a good cork pop, too. So very cool. All right, what we'll do, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about these places where you can do your own custom blend by the bottle. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. All right, well, there's a look at some of our highlights in 2025. Share with us yours in the comments below. I don't know what that means. All right.
You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about the blending houses.
Yes, we are. So has anyone done this in the group?
No.
Justine has her hand up.
Yeah, I went to the one that's next to the
Louisville Slugger?
was
Barrels and Billets,
bourbon,
I think it's called, or something.
Barrels and Billets, or Bourbon and Billets, or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
I did do that one.
Okay. Well, tell us about it.
Yeah, walk us through it.
Yeah, it was cool. I think we were in like the last, they have like classes that you can sign up for, or visits. I don't know exactly what it is. But we ended up being the only ones in that last one. So they gave us like the VIP class treatment.
Okay.
Stuff. So yeah, it was cool. They kind of walked through. I feel like it was a long time ago when I did it. I want to say it was like 2019 maybe. It was before COVID.
Okay.
There was like a little video that you watched, and then a person like kind of went through everything with you, and you had just a little bit of like each one and just kind of walked through, and she let us, like, after she went through her whole spiel, then she just let us do our own thing. And then Carrie and I got our bottle made, and it had like the little special label on it and everything.
Okay.
So how many different products were you able to sample and include?
There were 5 different ones
Okay.
that you could choose from. And then you just wrote down, I think they had like a placemat, and then they kind of told you like how to calculate your percentages and stuff.
Okay. Did you and Carrie have 2 different blends that you created, or did you land on the same thing?
No, we had 2 different ones.
Okay.
We named it the same thing, but they were 2 different blends.
Okay. Do you remember what yours was by chance? Was it like a high rye, if nothing else, like a high rye bourbon? Would it have been a rye whiskey?
Yeah, it was a high rye.
Okay.
I know that much because that's generally what I go for is rye. So.
All right. Well.
But they had one that was like, each thing was like different. They had one that was like smoky too. So like you could blend that in a little bit if you wanted to.
Okay.
So did they give you like did they walk you through a process, or was there a methodology associated with it? Like how do they, or was it just more like, hey, experiment and figure it out kind of deal, or what?
Yeah, she kind of gave you like kind of how to, like, you want to pick your base, and so it doesn't like the one that you like the most, and so it doesn't like get lost in like the other flavors and blends that you could do.
Okay.
So I don't know. It was cool. I think it's definitely great for, I don't know, people who are, I don't want to say new into bourbon, but like, I don't know, just looking for a different experience, or
Right.
people who like to blend and don't get the opportunity to do it every day, like Becca.
Mm-hmm.
So did you know who made the product? Was there anything like that? Was this coming from a certain distillery, or did it matter?
I don't remember if they told us or not.
Right. Yeah. Are there certain percentages that you have to adhere to, or does anything go?
Anything went.
Okay.
Whatever your taste was.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Do you remember how many of the different samples that you included in yours?
Mm-mm.
No. Did you add any water?
No.
Okay. Here's the big question, I think. And again, this has to be answered in this way because I think all of us would go if we did an experience. If a group of us were like, hey, you want to go back and do that? It would be like, well, I'm going with my friends. Would you go back by yourself? Like, so you're in there, maybe you're staying at the hotel by there. Would you go back and do that experience again?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah, I
solid.
think so because it's been so many years since I've
Uh-huh.
done it. I mean, it's
Okay.
not something I would do every time I went.
Right.
But since it's been so long since I've done it, I'd go back and do it again because it was a positive experience and just to see how it changed since the last time I did it.
Okay.
So when
I'm wondering.
I assume you've had some of this bottle now since you brought it home. Maybe it's even gone. Did it bring back the memory of it from when you were actually blending it that day?
It's been a while since I think I still have some. I think I didn't search through my bottles. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of like, I don't know, it was fun just because it was a trip that Carrie and I took that was like reminiscent of like old trips that we used to take. We didn't really know where we were going or what we were doing, and we would plan shit on a napkin on the way down. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was kind of like I don't know. We called it Thelma and Louise's revival tour. So I don't know. We were both, I don't want to say I was like burnt out, but I was just kind of like lost that love and feeling for a little while for bourbon. And then we just went and kind of did like an old school trip.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. It was cool. So yeah, always good memories from it.
That's
Okay.
cool. I always want. So I would want. I think I would want to do this. I guess
Okay.
my concern is I would take it too far and mess it up. And so I'm wondering, do they give you like one free gimme of like, okay, you made a really bad mistake, and like start over, kind of like let's start over from scratch.
Yeah, I mean they gave you enough where you could make like a couple of different blends and then you can like choose which one that you liked. I don't remember if we made like two or three different.
Did they taste it at all?
Mm-mm.
No.
They know better.
Had no second opinions on whether or not you've
Right.
done a good job or not.
Right.
Right.
That makes
If
sense.
you like it, that's good enough. Hmm.
So do you do it as like a smaller sample and then you eventually build a bigger bottle based on what you've recorded? I'm
Yeah.
assuming?
Yeah, you have a small sample and then you write it down and then they take it and you can watch it being like labeled and stuff, but they take it and do the blend for you and then watch them label it and stuff.
So if you had to guess, was it at the end? Was it priced at 2 times what the whiskey should cost, 3 times, 4 times?
No, I want to say the bottle was like because you paid for the just like the class because you didn't
Yep.
have to
The
bottle it, and then
experience
I
is going
want
to
to
cost you something.
yeah, and then I want to say the bottle was like $50.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So, what do we think, gang? Is this something that we like the idea of?
I think it would be fun. I'd love to try that. I imagine there's more and more of these around. I don't have any up here that I've found, but I
Okay.
haven't looked that hard. But those events, I did the one the group did. Steve, my brother, and I did the blending and had some fun.
Oh yeah, back
doing
when we used
that.
to do that contest. Yes.
Yeah, I got in on the last one, and that was fun. That was enjoyable, and it's just kind of neat to see. Does it kind of match what you're guessing after you try all of these and try to figure what it's going to do once it's in the same bottle? And
Yeah.
fun. I would do it. I would do it.
Okay.
It's a different experience, so that's one thing I like about the industry. Every time you go to
The experiences. Yeah.
a distillery, the ones that are doing something unique, let's try it. It might even be a dud, but at least we tried.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Becca? You do this stuff again to make a commercial product, not just a little funsy thing. But would this be something you'd be interested in seeing? Even
I mean, I'd do that for sure. Like, I think it sounds like fun. Like, and just because I get to do it all the time, which is not all the time.
Right. Right.
Say because we don't do that many batches at the distillery, but
Right.
I do also just like do that sometimes, but that doesn't mean I'm necessarily great at it. It's just that I have a lot of good whiskey to work with as well. Give me a bunch of shitty whiskey and see if I can make it taste good. That'd be a real test to see if I'm actually good at it
Okay.
or not.
All right. Let's work on that.
So Beck, I've always wondered for you, you're doing it and you know what you like. But are you blending for something that you think has more mass appeal?
Sometimes I do. Like, there's sometimes where like I need to just like not think about like what it is that I really love, but also it does seem like a lot of times whenever I do stuff that I like a lot of people enjoy what I like as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I've done stuff where I'm like, oh, I don't love it, and there's stuff that I've done that I'm like, I personally do not like it, but it's still a lot of other people really like it, and like that's great, I guess. But sometimes, yeah, I'm doing stuff that's like it's not for me, but
I think of it as when we do barbecue competitions, I know what I like, but I also know when I nail it for my palate, the judges go, yeah, not so happy with that one. So we have to adjust what we're putting out there to try to match what we think is going to score well.
yeah, and if I did exactly what I liked all the time, then definitely people wouldn't love it because there's sometimes I like really like some weird funky stuff. So I'm always kind of towing the line there,
Okay.
like what I'm doing. And there's sometimes where I did something that I think was cool, but I get terrified. I'm like, I don't know if anybody's gonna like it. Like I was really worried about the one that Justine's sipping on right now. I was really nervous about that one. I was like, I don't know that people are gonna like this. I was like, it's like so light and like easy to sip on, and I was like, I don't know that there's a lot of people that'll love it, but a lot
It
of people
found its
like
way. It found
yeah,
its
a lot
way.
of people like it. So I guess, that's a good thing, but it's guess what? I think it'd be a whole lot more fun to do just one bottle for zero consumption other than myself than just for a whole bunch of people because that's a whole lot scarier.
Right.
Well,
Right.
Beck, my thought is enough people like you that like you as a person, they're going to say, I'm going to like this no matter what, because they just want to like it,
I don't want them to like it because they like me. I want them to like it because they like the product. But you know what? If they only like it because they like me, then fucking great.
It's
Like that's
it's
fantastic.
got to play
too.
into it. It's why people buy the same thing all the time because they figure out they like it and then they're not even trying anything else after that. So
Yeah.
Well, that's the way that it was when Steve asked me to do that blend for the store. I did it, and then I was like, "There's no way I'm just sending one. Like, I'm not going to be fully responsible for this." And
This
so
is
I
it.
think,
You got to live with it.
yeah, so I think I did like four or five different blends and sent them to you and had you guys try them.
Right.
And then he shows me the label and he's like, blend number 1. And I'm like, can we make sure this one is good and it sells before we start putting numbers on these things?
and your
Right?
name.
And my name.
Yeah.
Justine's first batch. It's like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
bought one of those. I looked for it tonight and it must be gone like most of
drank
this
it.
stuff.
You drank
It's gone. I liked it.
Well, there you
I
go.
thought that'd have been a good one for the show tonight, but
Yeah.
hung on.
Well, so Justine's getting ready to come down. I'm going to set her up, but she's to do this somewhere. I'll figure it out. But you're only going to get to blend one. It'll be at the distillery. So yeah, that's going to be it.
Okay.
Whatever you do, you got to live with.
One and done. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Justine is a great blender, so I don't think that she has anything to worry about.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. There'll be pressure. I'll be giving her the stink eye the whole time.
You'll be stressing me out.
I'm good for adding stress to situations. So
No, Steve.
yes,
don't even-
yeah, believe it or
No,
not,
there's
it's a
no
bit of a
way.
specialty. It's a bit of a specialty.
You
so,
are not a stressful person at all.
no, I'm not
You
long
don't make
tight.
anybody
no.
second guess themselves.
No.
All I'm envisioning is like, you like Leslie Nielsen in the movie Airplane. I'm like, good luck. We're all counting on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I got a situation with Becca. I'm so tempted to talk about, but I don't want to talk about it because I think
Let's
we
talk
can do
about
it.
it, Steve.
No, it's a whole show's worth. I feel like we need to hang on to it till
Or
the
we
next
should
time we
do it
podcast.
for a small talk.
No, it's bigger than that. It's a whole show. It really is.
Is it like a mail it in show?
I don't know.
Or just like a flat out?
It'll be enjoyable. We're gonna save it though. It's
Is it about what happened this past weekend that we talked about?
It's about what I tried to make happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah. So that story, but we're not gonna talk about
So
it.
there's going to be some special guests.
It'll be
that night. It'll be
a good one. It'll be
a curated
Oh,
show.
Are you going
it'll be
to
a good
write
one.
it? Are you going to write it down right now so
Uh-huh.
you remember that you want to do it for
I
a show?
probably need to do that. Yeah.
Probably should do that.
Does it have to do with old man anger? Because I'm getting that vibe.
No,
Insert
no.
old man anger
It's
here.
old man anger, baby. Yeah.
The only person angry would be me.
Right.
Oh,
Right. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds like an atonement series.
No,
Drop
no.
F-bomb here.
It was a beautiful situation, and I thought it was going to happen. I got approval, but it got. That's all we need to say. So I'm telling you, it's a whole.
It got
show.
approval.
Oh,
I took it up the ladder. It got approval.
Interesting.
Preliminary
the approval
approval.
never told me that he approved something, so that's going to
Up,
be an
up
interesting
the
one.
ladder. I thought this was a
There's going to be
50-50
another question
partnership.
that's going to get asked to someone else in our immediate, because he was like, "Oh, that's so
Our immediate
weird that he would
lexicon.
think that."
It's so weird.
somebody needs to let Royce know.
Oh
that,
yeah, he did
get
damage
out.
control. He did
Get
damage
out.
control.
Oh,
Quickly.
well, now you just rewound his damage control. 'cause
Okay,
now
good,
I
good.
know
No,
that
we
he
better not.
See,
'cause
it's a
Royce
whole
is-
show's worth. It's a whole.
He's
show's
out
worth,
relaxing. We don't want to interrupt the relaxation.
Right,
So
right. Yeah. I would save off to non-relaxing day to cover this. So yeah.
Ah.
All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Matt, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on the good old LinkedIn at Matt Modica.
All right, Jeff.
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo. Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right. As we record this, it's the day USA beat Canada for the
Say,
It was an incredible game. I was on an edge of your seat the whole time. That was just an incredible game. So
I clocked in right when they were about to go in overtime is when I turned it on. I was like,
Oh,
oh my
wow.
God, they're still playing. So I clocked in right then and got to watch the end.
I mean, it was great watching that for sure.
I
But the
was
game
on-
was awesome. It was
I
fun.
was on the edge of my seat. The artist was kind of chuckling because she was looking.
Right.
She loves hockey, and she saw me, and I was on the edge of my seat. It was
Somehow I
awesome.
managed to turn on the TV for both when we beat Canada when the women's hockey. I
Okay.
turned on the TV
All right, perfect.
3 minutes before that was done, and then I turned it on right when we went to overtime for this one. So I managed to watch both those spankings happen, and it was fucking
Yeah,
great.
yeah. It was a great game. I feel like if those teams played 100 times, we would have to play 101 games because we'd have to have a tiebreaker. And they just were evenly matched. So it made for a really great game. And it was a really back and forth. And I get it. There was times when Canada was way outplaying the U.S. in that game.
Second period was wild.
Right,
You know?
right. But again, you get a goalie who gets to be an indomitable force. Sometimes you can turn the wave. It's just so much of it's owed to him for And the one save is epic. That save where he got beat and then put his stick behind him and ended up blocking the shot midair. I don't know how that's a 1 in a million save, and that'll be talked about forever. I mean,
They showed it over and over. It was just. That's how you win the gold because those teams are so close.
Yeah, for sure. So there you go. All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley across all social media. I've got abvnetwork.com is our company website where we put all of our content. abvbarrelshop.com is where the barrel shop stuff. We are at Bourbon Sasquatch on YouTube. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps when people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you very soon, which is tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.